About to go, in fact, they're racing. And one of the first to get away effortlessly near the middle of the field. Pony Up and jumped well. And a Summer Fling also got out of the gates brilliantly. It's coming across looking for the leader. Summer Fling's going to burn over, find the fence within 250 and go to the lead from Effortlessly. Up there running third is Pony Up. Down on the inside is Think Pink Days in the early part from Like Clockwork. They're followed by Savien. Down on the inside here in the early stages with a length and a half away. Publicise Autumn Gem. Ladies Pro further back in the second half, in actual fact. Then Lucifer's Lady, who's back there with Sister Mary and all laced up. Last of all, going into the back of the course is Wild Things. And so as they race to the 1300 in the Belmont Oaks, a Summer Fling shows the way. It's a Summer Fling out by a length. Running second is Effortlessly. Think Pink Days travels well down on the inside next of all from Pony Up. The speed just coming off a little now. Savien fifth on the inside from Like Clockwork, getting a great run for Johnston Porter. Autumn Gems over on the inside next of all in front of the roughie. Publicise 1,000 metres to go. A length and a half away behind those to Lucifer's Lady, being covered here by the favourite Ladies Pro. And then further back Sister Mary and Wild Things. Dropping out last of all is All Laced Up. A good 10 lengths off the leader, which at the 700 down the side is a Summer Fling. It leads the way, a Summer Fling for Faithful. Comes away down the side, hit the 650, 3/4 of a length in front of Effortlessly. Think Pink Days hasn't spent a dime down on the inside. About to get going is Pony Up. Right behind those, Like Clockwork starting to chime in also. Around them, Publicised, being trailed by Ladies Pro. At the top of the home straight now. They've got 300 metres left to go. The Belmont Oaks, a Summer Fling, the leader. Like Clockwork down the outside. Ladies Pro with a great turn of acceleration. Look at Ladies Pro. Ladies Pro dashes up, goes to the lead, puts them away now. She's kicked three in front of a Summer Fling, and Ladies Pro comes away. There's Pike's 8th win in the Belmont Oaks, 4 straight, and she won it brilliantly. Absolutely destroyed them, Ladies Pro. A great go for the minor placings. Pony Up is there, a Summer Fling battle hard, and Think Pink Days all in a group. Then Savien followed further back behind them. Autumn Gem, Wild Things, Effortlessly next home. In behind those came the grey filly Sister Mary. Like Clockwork's run came to an abrupt halt. Further back, Publicised, Lucifer's Lady, and All Laced Up has rounded them up in the Belmont Oaks for 2026. Wonderful win, great turn of acceleration, a turn of foot, as they like to say. And Pike had her there poised, ready to go like a powder keg, and she erupted. Has won the Oaks from Pony Up, and Think Pink Days, a Summer Fling, a breath away, fighting out the minor end of the placings. But it's All Ladies Pro. She's now won 4 of 8. This D'Argento filly from Il Professional by Piero. And what a great result for the Ladies Syndicate here on Ladies' Day. So apt. Grant and Delana Williams pick up another Belmont Oaks today. And that's about their 5th overall. They've had a remarkable run, but none more remarkable than Willie Pike, who now has booted home 8 Belmont Oaks winners, the last 4 in a row. It's closing in Petrushka, Fancy Red, and now Ladies Pro. Great moment for the stable as well. 2:09.39 is the time. They've run home in 35.31, 3 lengths the margin. Half ahead second and third. Third goes the way of 7, a Summer Fling. And 5 Think Pink Days is 4th. 1-2-7-5. 1-2-7-5 here after the feature event this afternoon, the Belmont Oaks. But that was an electrifying exhibition by Ladies Pro. She turned it on when Willie asked her to go. She responded, and she put the race away very, very quickly. Like Clockwork, not getting the ground, was there, ready to go at the top of the home straight when called upon. But she just couldn't quite get the mile and a quarter. And in contrast, it was Ladies Pro who absolutely monstered the line to win so well. The runner-up, Pony Up by Dirty Work, Paul Jordan, Lisa Staples, and Summer Flings by Piero, Tash Faithful for Dan and Ben Pierce. And Think Pink Days, 4th home, the stablemate of the winner. The last event's at 4:54. Lord Gannicus comes out of the last event of the day. This is a really good result. She hasn't had things go her way through this preparation. Done a mighty job. Missed a very important run through the campaign getting here. But it's a case of all's well that ends well, Lockie.
Spot on, Darren. She was brave in defeat last start in the Belmont Guineas, considering she was over a month between runs on that occasion. But coming into the Belmont Oaks, 2 weeks between runs, Michael. A lovely quiet ride from William Pike in the early stages of this event. She always looked likely to run out the 2,000 metres off the back of what she did last start in the Belmont Guineas, but what a turn of foot that she showed here this afternoon.
Absolutely, that's a Belmont Classic filly for sure. She can push on to that 2,200 in a fortnight's time now because she was super dominant. She went straight past them. She had everything against her last start in the Belmont Guineas. She was 5 weeks between runs off a, I'm sure it was only a small setback, but still a setback. She drew awkwardly. She was 1,400 up to a 1,600 in one swoop and at 5 weeks between runs, and she was a really brave effort. And today, fortnight between runs, 2,000 metres, she had them covered a long, long way out. That was easy. It was an easy win for her. That was brilliant.
That it was. Bob Peters, a few weeks ago, he was a query on whether Like Clockwork would run out a mile. In the end, we don't know after the Belmont Guineas and how unlucky she was on that occasion, but I think you can say for absolute certain she didn't run out the 2,000 today.
100%. I think Bob's spot on there, and that was maybe my little query as well, that she's so sharp. She's such a brilliant filly, Like a Clockwork, whereas Ladies Pro, just that sustained run she showed last time out, to me anyway, it looked like a filly that could get the 2,000. Like a Clockwork, do not give up on her though. I would not be surprised to see her come back as a 4-year-old and be a serious animal. She's just simply not a 2,000 metre horse. Easy as that, but 14 to a mile, look out.
Spot on. What a day it's been for the ladies involved in some of these horses. We saw Girls Day Out win earlier on this afternoon in race number 2, and Ladies Pro. How about the crowd at the 200 metre mark? I haven't heard Belmont Park ever here like this.
Yes, and here is William Pike. Pikey, there's about 300 ladies upstairs for that function. I think they were all screaming just then. Talk us through the run here. What a result on Oaks Day.
Yeah, there's a bit of pressure. Yeah, look, obviously we had a nice enough run, but I thought we were going at a very moderate tempo. Then when the sprint went on, I really didn't think we'd be able to maintain a sprint for as long as we did, but I think her asset, she relaxes so well, and that gives us our chance to sprint like that, and yeah, to do it off a slow tempo was a very nice effort. When
she won that brilliant win a couple of starts back when the pogo stick came out, would you have thought she was a 2,000 metre filly then?
Yeah, I think you don't really have to be a stayer to be competitive here. She's got the right attitude. She's prepped by the right trainers. You're always going to figure somewhere in the first few.
You've just run a nice second with Special Counsel in the Aquanita. That was a much harder run race. But with the boys and the girls, could this filly measure up in a Belmont Classic against those the geldings in a fortnight's time?
Yeah, very hard to line them up because the races were run in stark contrast. But the way she sprinted and the way she loomed up on the bend like that, I don't see why she couldn't give the other bloke a scare.
Great result here, well done.
Thanks, mate.
What a win from Ladies Pro, a brilliant ride from William Pike, once again combining with Grant and Alana Williams to take out yet another Belmont Oaks.